you wanna do?
Sitting with the crew, had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move.
Please send it to the new Cash App at the top. And if you have any video requests, please send a donation. Thank you. Peace and love. What's up, y'all? It's Nate Almighty. Back with another Rikers Island story. This one was a request from somebody who wanted to remain anonymous, but they gave me a $20 donation. The aftermath of people who do the things that they do on Rikers Island, what happens when they go upstate, as well as they wanted to know what happens with guys who switch their sets when they get to Rikers Island. And I'm gonna bring these stories together, okay? So, the thing that helped me, what I feel is survive the streets, when I was partaking in streets activities, the thing that helped me survive Rikers Island was that I always thought 2-3 steps ahead. I always played by the 48 laws of power in the streets. As much as I was dabbling, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't the super in the streets, shooting at people every day, just ignorant street dude. That wasn't me. So if you looking to find that type of dude, you on the wrong channel, you know what I'm saying? I was always ignorant with intelligence. And once I read the 48 laws of power, I always realized that certain parts of and aspects of the 48 laws of power I applied to my life. And one of those is never outshining the master, which leads to contempt and will have the master turn all the powers that be against you, which is a strategy that I used on Rikers Island before I even realized that I was using that strategy. And another strategy was don't offend the wrong person. Now, a lot of these guys who are the most vicious, brutal, most disrespectful guys, I'm talking about the guys who on a daily basis, if a day room dummy was asleep in the cell, dudes was throwing water on the day room dummy while he was asleep, sticking their hand through a slot, throwing apples and plums at the day room dummy head. The dudes who even extorted the day room dummies that didn't have no money in their account, still extorted them for their free collect calls. Like the absolute worst of the worst. These dudes, not all of them, because some of these dudes was just chosen to go down as the most brutal, nasty, dangerous niggas Rikers Island has ever seen. And some of those dudes remain the same dudes or got worse once they went upstate. But these guys, the worst of the worst, the most violent, abusive, nastiest, most criminal, these are the guys who received a lot of harsh judgments when they went up north. Reason being is, when you relate this back to the 48 laws of power, don't offend the wrong person, these are guys who, a lot of them, these guys were spending 12 months, 18 months, and 2 years on Rikers Island, or being in adolescence from 16 to they turn 19, they go OT, and then they still on Rikers, and then they go upstate. By the time you go upstate and you was one of those vicious, oppressive people, you have come across hundreds, if not thousands, of potential day room dummies. You were disrespected, slapped, spit on. I'm talking about real disrespect. Like, there's guys who will piss in a milk carton and put doodle in a milk carton and then go past your cell and throw it on you. Like, while your face is to your gate, the front of your cell, they'll douche just hot shit doodle water in your face. Like, some of the most inhumane things that I never partook in. These are the guys that partook in this, and they went upstate and they offended somebody who went upstate before them. That person goes upstate. He possibly either was already in the gang or joins the gang, becomes somebody with a respectable name, and now you, who violated him 14 months ago, and you done violated so many dudes that you forgot who this person is, and then they see you, and then they send a missile at you. They see you and then they send a crash dummy at you. A lot of these dudes is dudes who they're walking a child in either Green Correctional or Washington Correctional. I never been to a max, but I assume and I know that it's a million times worse. But you walking, you just going to get some food, you thinking you ain't got no beat. Somebody come up from behind you, whoop, rip you from here to here. You know what I'm saying? It definitely happens. Or let's say you was extorting somebody and now that person may not even have went upstate, but they got a real goon in their family who hold a lot of weight. And that person happens to be in the same prison as you. That person is gonna make it real hard for you. Or worse yet, if you was in a gang and then you violate somebody and they're connected to somebody who has a higher rank than you in that gang, they'll do something like this because they already don't fuck with you because you violated somebody who they care about. They'll say, hey, listen, you right here. We got a problem with this dude. He's an enemy of the set. You gotta take care of him. You gotta slash his face or else. And then if you go the or else route and you don't become a crash dummy for that set, now you gotta watch your back because almost all the time when you refuse the orders of somebody who got a higher rank than you in the gang, they're gonna send somebody to do to you what you didn't want to do to that other person. Similar to mafia type business. These dudes receive the harshest of the harsh. And it's like everybody receives karma for the things that they've done. Karma will get you back in different ways. Like you could be locked up doing your prison sentence and your mom pass away. Your grandmother, you know what I'm saying? Your chick smashes one of your best friends, which will probably happen first before any of these things. You know what I'm saying? It's just a real nasty situation. These guys who are so scary, so vicious on Rikers Island, mostly oppressing people just because they took pride in oppressing people. These are the people who receive the harshest karma. These are the people who get their face slashed. They getting stabbed up in the yard. They getting jumped in the shower. Also, I got a story coming in the future. When I do my upstate, up north stories, it's a story where I got jumped in the shower by a bunch of upstate dudes and I got set up by somebody who was from the Bronx. That's coming in the future. But let me move on to dudes who switch sets, because this also, you receive a lot of the same harsh dealings as somebody who was real oppressive and disrespectful and offended too many people in Rikers Island and then go up north. It's a similar thing. First, I'm gonna speak about it in Rikers Island. You in Rikers Island and you've been exposed to change your set. Like sometimes dudes will come in crip, they'll fold their flag because it's hard on a lot of crips in Rikers Island, C-4 adolescent, and they'll mess around and turn blood. It's like, I would assume that they rather you drop in and become neutral than turn blood. You know what I'm saying? These guys, if they go up north and it's Crips that's holding it down and they realize that guy switched from Crip to blood, he's gonna get his face slashed or worse at a random given time. Simple as that. Now, guys who switch from the same blood set to another blood set, I've seen two situations where on Rikers Island, a guy switched from one set to another set. He had to fight his way in to that new set. And when guys from the old set found out, they jumped him. They smoked his boots. They packed him up out the crib. That really happened. Now, guys switching sets and then going up north, they try to send you on a dummy mission, like I said earlier. You know what I'm saying? It's, hey, listen, you got to do this to have your respect, and they'll try to make it real, like, complicated for you. Like, probably be somebody who you know that you really wouldn't want to have to do this to. Like, that's how they do. And if you don't do it, because they make you choose the set or not the set, literally blood in, blood out. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't agree with it, then face slash, jumpings, you know, stabbings. Like it all happens. It all happens. But I'm going to end this right here. I want to thank everybody who's been subscribing to my channel. Let's get this thing to 4,000 subscribers. Shout out to the person who sent me an anonymous donation asking me to speak on this particular video topic. I appreciate you. Shout out everyone who keeps sending in them donations. Any kind of donation that you want to send in regards to any topic, let me know, whether that's music, pop culture, black history, anything woke, anything ratchet, anything you guys would maybe like me to react to that's going on in the world, let me know. Also, check out my music. I got fire music. No, you may not like everything because you can't please everybody, but I'm telling you, I got some fire in it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
What the fuck is going on? I'm contemplating sinning. My job bugging, I ain't work 40 hours in a minute. I'm in the hole, but by the first I gotta turn the rent in. About to get my gun, find me a mask and rob niggas. Cause fuck that, my son need a bike, this can't be life. Rap niggas getting put on, they ain't even nice. Quickest way away from the pain is suicide. I bet most of them wouldn't even care if Juju died. I'm tired of losing. Now do I risk it all or keep eating humble pie and endure the pitfalls? Drop shit with real balls, 100 views on the tube. Watch some corny nigga Bible just for being a fool.